In this video, we're going to compare the Dyson V11 Origin to the Dyson V8 Plus. At first glance, you might look at both of these and think they honestly look really different, but in the box, you get all the same attachments with both of them. They both include the main power brush, a smaller brush that's perfect for removing pet hair from furniture or getting into other small areas. You also get a crevice brush and you get a soft bristle brush too. These both also offer a ton of power, and I didn't notice any power differences between the two of them. But when you start to talk about the features that actually make them different, the V11 does have a screen on the top of it, and it allows you to see what the current power level is. It also gives you some maintenance alerts on it as well, and you can cycle between a low, medium, and high setting on it. On the V8 Plus, there's just a single switch that changes them. The V8 Plus is a little easier to empty. You just pull this lever on the top and it empties it. You don't even have to take the wand off. On the V11 Plus, the lever's on the back and you have to take the wand off to dump it out. Another thing that's different, the V11 Origin is rated for about an hour battery life with it on the lowest setting, and the V8 Plus is rated for around 40 minutes. And I did find in the real world, you do get a lot more battery life out of the V11 Origin. And it also has a removable battery. So if you want, you can even get a second battery as well, or you can charge it just by taking the battery to a wall outlet. But both of them include a docking station. They work a little bit different, but they're very similar. They both have the same tools and they're both very nice vacuums. The main area where you'll really notice the difference between the two vacuums is in the battery life, because the V8 Plus is rated for about 40 minutes of battery and the V11 Origin is rated for 60 minutes, and that's both in the lower power setting, which typically with the V11, I use it in the medium power level, which will drop the battery a little further. And the V8 only has 2 power modes, so if you use the higher setting, it's going to run through your battery in about 10 minutes, but the highest power setting on the V11 Origin is about 15 minutes. So I definitely recommend getting the V11 Origin if you really care about battery life and getting more done. If you're trying to decide which of these two to buy, I think the choice is actually pretty hard because both of these are very nice vacuums. I will say if you just start out with the V8 Plus, you're really not going to know you're missing much with the V11 Origin, because this one really does do a great job, and I noticed no difference in power when I use both of these vacuums. The main reason to go ahead and upgrade for the V11 Origin is to get the larger dust canister, to get the screen on the back, and longer battery life. But honestly, the V8 Plus is a fantastic vacuum. It has all the same attachments and plenty of power. So my advice is just get whichever one of these you can, because they're both great vacuums, but I do recommend the V11 Origin over it a little bit more, just because you're going to have it for a really long time and you will appreciate the extra battery life and the larger dust canister.